All right, how did I know? In last week's First Impression Friday, I told you guys that I had a feeling that our early fall collections would be coming out. And what do you know? Here we are just a few days later, and Vogue has released their fall patterns. Before we get into those, though, something interesting I've noticed is this little logo here, and also the URL, which you guys cannot see when you type in like Vogue patterns.mccalls.com or whatever their URL was, now redirects to somethingbeautiful.com/Vogue patterns. And I clicked through all of these, and every time you do one of these, it's somethingdelightful.com/McCall/Butterick/Quixo and /CR Gibson, which I guess is a stationery company that is now a part of the sewing. I don't know. I don't really understand that too much, but okay. So I don't know what all this means. I haven't heard an official announcement about them rebranding. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I did notice that, so I wanted to point it out. Something is happening, and I guess we'll hear about it, or maybe we won't. Who knows? All right, but let's get into these fall patterns. Okay, it's actually really so strange for this to load and see all these sleeves and leathers and jackets because it is still 100 degrees with like 5,000% humidity here. So I'm going to have to try and channel my, like, I don't know, maybe imagine if I were on vacation right now in, like, I don't know, Alaska. Do you still wear jackets now? What about the Arctic? They would be wearing cooler clothes right now, right? So I have to kind of just imagine that so that that doesn't sway my thinking at all. But, okay, so the very first pattern we have here is a jacket. It is well, I don't really know what kind of sleeve that is. It's like a very wide raglan, I guess. We have a little dart here. We have welt pockets. We have a zipper, exposed zipper, and a fur collar. What is this fabric? It looks like tent, like what you would, what a tent is made out of, right? Here's the back. Yeah, I think it's just an oversized like raglan situation. Center back seam. And then you've also got this sleeve cuff that might have some kind of detail here. Kind of hard to tell. It's a Rachel Comey design. Okay, so we're going to zoom in on this, and you can see that, is this the actual seam line? This little scoopy part? Oh, and it actually has like knit band cuffs sewn into it as well. Welt pockets, like I said. Here is that dart. And then, yeah, the seam is, does it come to an actual point on the top of your shoulder? So that's kind of interesting. And then the back just has the center back seam. Let's read some about this. Let's see if there's any verbiage. Oversized line jacket with raglan sleeves, welt pockets, contrast collar, cuffs, facings, and fly. Oh, contrast collar, cuffs, facing, and fly. And then exposed zipper. Huh. Let's see her cuffs again. Yeah. There's the, I just assumed that was her shirt, but it's not. It's actually cuffs. And then what else did they say? Exposed with contrast. Let me think this through. Okay, contrast collar, got that. Contrast cuffs, got that. Contrast facings. So if you were to open this up on the inside, the facings would be contrast too. And then this little fly, which is like the little protector between the zipper and like your body, that is contrast as well. I guess the point is that if all those things are contrast and the only thing that is this like plasticky fabric is the outer shell, then you can use like crazier fabrics, I'm guessing. Okay, vinyl, like legitimately tent fabric. Denim wool blends. And then contrast 1, which is the collar, is a low pile faux fur. Contrast 2 for the cuff is a rib knit. And then contrast 3, which is the facings and the zipper fly, twill, silk, or fail. Interesting. And then you get a separating zipper. And it's alphanumeric sizing. All the sizes are in one pattern. That's great to see. And then here's your fabric requirements. And then we're only getting a width and a length finished garment measurements. But to be perfectly honest, like it's so oversized, I'm not sure, you know, a finished hip or waist or even bust would really matter too much. So, interesting. I don't hate it. Not something that I'm going to spend a lot of time and money on, but it looks really cool, and I can see some really cool chicks like totally pulling that off. All right, now we've got this little frilly leather, it's like a girly moto jacket. Okay, yeah, so we've got the asymmetrical zipper. We've got a princess seam that matches this seam here, like symmetry. We've got a beautiful large notched collar, shoulder pad, very small little sleeve head happening here. It looks like a 2-piece sleeve, and then you get this little peplum attachment that's high-low and makes it like a little bit of a skirt. Here it is in more of a tweed without the high-low, so that's all one length. It's actually really cute for a moto jacket, you know, a spin on a moto jacket. It's really sweet. I love a peplum. I love anything like ruffly, flouncy. Here's the back of this. The quality of this leather that they used. Can we talk about that? My goodness. All right, so in the back you get a yoke and princess seams, and then there's a center back seam on your peplum. I mean, that looks like $1,000,000. This sleeve though, and you know, I've noticed this in a lot of the Vogue jackets, is the tailoring is so good and it's so slim fitting that, you know, you just don't get much of a sleeve cap at all, and you be sure to triple check your bicep measurement on something like this. And there they are together. Here's our line drawings. Beautiful. Close-fitting lined peplum jacket with asymmetrical zipper closure, extended shoulders, shoulder pads, and length variations. So the fact that it is coming out so wide it is intentional, and it does make up for the sleeve cap being so small, but it still looks a little too flat. I mean, this is like basically straight up and down. I just don't know about the range of movement in her arm. I mean, let's see this. She put her hand on her hip. Well, I mean, it's hard to say because I don't have it on, but you can tell there's like some restriction here, and when you start to raise your arm, then all of this starts to fold in on itself, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just how comfortable is that, and I don't really know without putting it on. Okay, so let's look at the yardage. Denim, gabardine, synthetic leather. So there's two sizes, 8 to 16 and then 16 to 24. Thread, a 21-inch dual separating zipper, and one pair of shoulder pads. And then here's your fabric requirements. Not a ton, considering that, you know, the synthetic leather or whatever would be pretty expensive if you get a good quality one. And then your lining, interfacing, and then no finished garment measurements. Oh wait, the length. All you get is the length. Cute. Again, not something I'm going to put a ton of work into, but it's really, really cute. Okay, now we have this jacket. Oh, I think we all know who this is. Yeah, Julio Cesar, who's known for like these applique type of situations. Pieces of art, really. I mean, this is legitimate art, fabric art. And it is really, really so cool. I've never made one before, but I mean, it is exceptional, like the craftsmanship. But the design of the actual jacket is pretty basic. So we've just got sort of a button front, kind of a high V-neck, I think a drop shoulder with a sleeve attached, and that's really it. All of the detail of this comes in when you're applying all of this, like, all of this is like done with different stitches. It's done with different, like cordings and different applique techniques. Obviously, there's a ton of fabric matching going on. It's incredible. I would love to see somebody who isn't like Julio Cesar's team, someone like us, make one of these, and I would just love to see like how their version comes out. But yeah, you can see from the line drawing here just everything that kind of goes into it. This one has 4 different fabrics. So, I mean, look at the shape of this thing. Pretty cool, right? All right, so oversized applique patchwork jacket with drop shoulders, welt pockets, and piping. Yeah, I didn't even notice the welt pockets, but they're right there. All right, let's see what it has to say about yardage. Jacquard wool blends, and then shantung and Cara and novelty shears. And then it's fully lined too, so you'll need a lining fabric. All the sizes, extra small through extra large, are all in one. And 4 yards of piping, and then you also need yarn for like the cording details. So here's your fabric requirements, and then the finished. So yeah, really amazing work that goes into stuff like this. Yeah, if y'all know anyone that makes these Julio Cesar patterns, let me know. I would just love to see the craftsmanship. Okay, next up we have another little jacket, it looks like. Yeah. Wow, okay, so geez. Okay, so it looks like we've got a like exaggerated stand collar, some kind of fringe trim here, princess seams, set-in sleeves. See how this sleeve is still slim? Like it's still close fitting, but not, I don't know, it just looks smoother and like there's a lot more ease just in general. But oh, I bet this fabric is so soft. Okay, then you also have a contrast cuff that matches the collar. Oh, wow, look at that. So you also have this version that has like a contrast, like the princess seams are contrasting on the inner part. All of these little covered buttons, very military. And then on the inside of this seam, you have like a ruffly kind of trim. And then the sleeves are done in a similar fashion as this. Wow. 2-piece sleeve again. which is to be expected with Vogue patterns, to be perfectly honest. This is a Sandra Betsina jacket. I never would have imagined that. I don't know why. It doesn't scream Sandra to me, but close-fitting Mandarin collar, they're calling it. Multi-seam jacket with pockets. Fur hook closure. I wonder what that means. The closure is made of fur? Button and braid trim and piping in view A, and view B has a fur contrast. Yeah, there are the line drawings. Look at all of this seaming. My goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful seaming. Like, just stunning. I mean, you don't have to make this jacket kooky mooky, you know, like some of these are. You could do it plain, all one fabric, not even do contrast in these areas. You could probably even leave off the collar. I mean, even crop it if you want, if the length is bothering you. I don't love long jackets, but this is just like, whoa, love that. Okay, let's go to the yardage. So, wool crepe, wool boucle, stretch wovens, low pile faux fur for the collar and cuffs, satin and crepe de chine recommended for the lining. Yeah, oh, I bet they're hooks for fur jackets. Do they make those? Are they like, are they bigger? Maybe they're hooks that are specifically for fur jackets. That's what I'm guessing. And then 36 shank buttons. Oh my word. Wait. 36 or 30, 36 buttons? There's no way. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Whoa, 36 buttons. Oh my gosh. 7 yards of soutache. Is that like the little ruffly trim? 4 1/4 yards of piping, shoulder pads, stay tape. Wow. All right. And then Sandra Betsina has this alpha sizing. That's like her own thing, so you'd have to figure that out for yourself, but all of them are included in one pattern, so that's helpful. 36 buttons! I can't get over that. Okay. Now, we're still in jacket territory. My goodness. So this is a blazer, belt, and pants. All right, Vogue. So it looks like we've got a blazer. This sparkly fabric's really hard to tell any of the details, but we've got a flap pocket, maybe a covered button, little notch collar, a beautiful, you know, close-fitting sleeve, 2 pieces. And then here's the belts. The pants, we can't see much other than that. I mean, that's a beautiful leg line, though. Okay, here's the top of the pants. So you get an actual waistband with the side zipper. I love that. No pockets, no frills on the pants. Oh, here's the back of the jacket. So center back seam. There might be some, yeah, there's got to be a seam here for sure. And then you even get this little kick pleat. That's really pretty. 4 little covered buttons on the sleeve. Any detail on the pants? No. Badgley Mishka. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, there is a, I don't know, is this still called a princess seam if it doesn't go over the bust? I don't know what that's called, but There, for whatever it's worth, there is a seam here. There's actually a dart coming from the pocket, which is cool. And then here's the little flap pockets we talked about. You actually sew belt loops, which is nice. The two-piece sleeve we talked about. And the belt is pretty standard. Nothing spectacular about that. And then just single darts on the front and back. And then a side zipper. Wow. Okay. Sewing reading advanced, I'd say so. Semi-fitted double-breasted blazer with matching tie belt, two-piece sleeve with working vent, welt pockets with flap, fitted contoured waist cropped pants have invisible side zipper. So sequin fabrics, stretch wovens and crepe, and then lining fabric. 2 1-inch buttons, 1 3/4-inch button, shoulder pads, 8 1/2-inch covered buttons. Those are for the sleeve. And then for the pants, invisible zipper, 1 1/2-inch button, and a package of double fold bias tape. I wonder if that's to finish off the inside facing of the pants waistband. And then we have sizes 8 to 16 and then 16 to 24. Here's your fabric requirements for the whole thing. And finished garment measurements that aren't really super helpful right now. All right. I would just love to have seen it in something not so flashy, just to help see what more of an everyday kind of vibe would be. All right, now we've got the one that it seems they're kind of hanging their hats on because this is what's been on social media and this is what's on the cover page of their website, the main page of their website. So it is looks like a single-breasted jacket, some kind of, yeah, just like a stand collar. You've got a patch pocket with a little velvet detail, another patch pocket here, and then shoulder pads, your sleeve. I assume it's 2 pieces. And then you've got this velvet trim kind of throughout. And then you've got your cropped pants. The jacket is long. It is like a knee-length jacket. Oh, okay, so here is the cropped version of the jacket that still hits at the high hip. Like it's still a pretty long jacket. And then you get this skirt also. So jacket, pants, and skirt. I think these are the pants done in like a silkier, drapier fabric. Oh, the skirt is adorable. We'll look at those line drawings here in a second. Skirt is super cute. Okay, here's the pants detail. So you've got a waistband with a full fly, it looks like. And I think the skirt has this too. I think there's some kind of pleating detail going on like the outside of the hip area, all the way to the side seam, it seems. And then the back of the jacket looks like one piece. No seam back there. Yeah. I mean, unless they are just like some kind of special pattern matching, I don't see it. There might be a seam here though. Again, we'll have to look at these line drawings. This fabric is like making me dizzy. I love this skirt. Yeah, it looks good. 1717 is my lucky number. 17 is. Okay, so here's the jacket. I think we got most of that from the first look. Oh, there are, okay, so it's not a two-piece sleeve actually. It's a one-piece sleeve, but it does have an elbow dart, so that helps with the range of motion. And then it's got some shoulder darts in the back as well. Same thing for the long one. Okay, the skirt is a wrap skirt. That makes me like it even more. There actually aren't any side seams. All you have are these little gathered panels. How cool is that? I kind of love that skirt. And then for the pants, hello, pear-shaped girls. If you're out there, these are the pants for us. You've got your waistband that's nice and thick, fly front. You've got 2 pleats on each side, and then you've also got really deep darts in the back. And then these really nice curved pockets. The skirt, I don't think, has any pockets. Unless somehow they're built in to this situation, which I don't think so. How cool. Semi-fitted, lined, extended shoulders, shoulder pads, bias, stand-up collar, ribbon trim. This is all for the jacket. The skirt is just described as semi-fitted wrap skirt. And then the pants are described semi-fitted, cropped. Oh, it is a mock fly. So that isn't an operational fly. How do you get in? How do you get in if there's not a zipper? I don't know what that means. All right, wool blends, tweed, wool crepe, gabardine, and twill for the fabrics. And then a ton of notions. 8 to 16 and 16 to 24 on the sizing. And then jacket fabric requirements. The longer jacket, I think. The skirt needs like no fabric at all. I want this skirt. Am I going to buy this whole pattern for the skirt? I mean, obviously when it goes on sale. Maybe. I would try the pants too. All right, and then here's your pants. And then no horizontal finished garment measurements. Only length, not width. Okay. All right, moving right along, we've got, my goodness, jacket, tunic, and pants. I gotta pull this up so I can see better. It is a zip front jacket. I think that's a hood. I think we've got raglan sleeves and a yoke, which, I mean, I don't think I can zoom in anymore, but I want to point out that this little yoke seam doesn't match going across. So for all of us that are on the struggle bus, getting our zips to match across the seams, it's tough. And even the professionals at Vogue can't always get it perfect. So, okay, so then we went through the hood. The sleeve, I think, is this situation, raglan. And then you've got a waistband as well. Is this some kind of like rain jacket? Oh my goodness. Throwback. Very vintagey tunic. I don't even see any darts. Maybe a French dart through here, but I don't see. And then this little fringy trim, which is really cute. The pants have a little bit of a flare to them. The back of the jacket is, let's see, you've got your raglan and then no yoke in the back, but it does have this pleat detail that opens up. So it's like a dart pleat. And then you still got your waistband. Looks like the sleeves are just, oh, the sleeves are actually 2 pieces. So I really like to see this in a raglan sleeve. For all of you who think that raglans make your shoulders look super, super big, when you have a seam that goes on the top of your shoulder all the way down your arm, you can kind of tailor that a little bit to your body, and it'll create a slimmer, less linebacker-y type of look. Oh, fisheye darts. You guys know I love a fisheye dart. So it looks like this one has these fisheye darts, which are beautiful, but the zipper, I mean, does that go all the way down? This seam here where the zipper is? I don't think so. That's interesting. I don't know that I've ever sewn a zipper like that before. And this is actually just braided trim that's like appliqued onto the top. They never show the top of the pants. Oh, that's why they're elasticated. And the zipper does go all the way down. That was just a tricky little picture. And there's also little bust darts here in the little tunic. I like this. I would make this. Especially in like that, a fun fabric like they used. I don't like it how long it is. Like, I don't like the mid-length. It either needs to be shorter or longer. You know what I mean? And then just pull on pants. I mean, I guess they're okay because they have a flare leg that makes them a little bit different, like how they're shaped through the hip. You know, they've got like actual shape to the legs. Normally with elasticated pants, they're just straight. So I guess that's kind of nice. I'm not sure that I would wear all these things together either. But individually, I think that they are cute. All right, loose-fitting jacket with raglan sleeves, hood, side front pockets, semi-fitted lined tunic with flexible trim, invisible back zipper, semi-fitted pants have elastic waist. Okay. For A, yeah, there it is. For the jacket, water repellent fabrics, gabardine and sateen. Yeah, I think that's really cute little rain jacket for sure. And then for the tunic and pants, they're suggesting crepe or stretch wovens. And then you need all of these notions for the 3 different garments. Fabric requirements. I mean, the jacket doesn't take a lot of fabric, which is great. Again, I don't like this look. This is exactly the widest part of my body. This like low hip for those of us who are pear-shaped. So again, I would prefer that it either be cropped, which would be equally as cute, or take it all the way down to mid-thigh. I don't like where this finishes, personally, for my body shape. And then the tunic, gosh, the tunic takes no fabric. Jeez. And then the pants. Okay. And then only, yeah, unhelpful finished garment measurements. All right. I think this might be our last jacket, maybe? Vest and pants. This is Sandra Betsina. This is more of what I expect from Sandra. Kind of kooky and a little bit like very artsy. Very artsy. So, this is the season of trim for sure. Here's another trim detail. This one seems to be like a fur. This, you know, wide fold over collar with contrast fabric from this front panel. These are grown on sleeves. The pants have top stitching detail on them and some kind of pocket. Here's the back of the jacket. That's really cool with this little detail here and some kind of like pleat or something. Huh. Okay. Okay, well, so yeah, the jacket with its little contrast side panel and the big fold over collar with the fur trim and this little, is it called an epaulette? That feels wrong to me. What are these little things called? And then for the pants, you have a flat front with elastic back, side seam pockets. The back yoke is shaped like this and then goes into the side seam and then comes back around to here. And then that spins around here and comes back up into here. Kind of like a tulipy kind of look. All top stitched, and then you have this top stitch detail on the hem of the pant as well. Very artsy. But the way they styled it here is pretty cool. Boxy lined vest with oversized shawl collar and pleated back. Lantern style cuffed pants with contoured front band, elasticized back, and pockets. Medium weight wools and stretch wovens. Yep. And then, oh, here we go. Frog closure. What's an epaulette? Where did I even get that? That's not even close to this. Okay. And then here's your fabric requirements. So, all right. Are we moving into dresses? Special occasion dress. Yeah, I'd say so. Wow. Okay. She doesn't seem to love it. But we've got this high collar, which I'm assuming is turning into a bow in the back. Maybe there's some fun back detail. Look at these sleeves. Look at these sleeves. Oh my gosh. Okay, so very voluminous lantern sleeve with the gathered detail at the top. Comes all the way down, poofs around in the bottom, and then there's elastic in here that keeps it close to the arm, and it kind of falls over itself and creates this beautiful voluminous effect. We've got a center front seam and side seams, and I think that it just flares out so much that it's creating all of this volume in the bottom, but there's not actually any seaming for that. Oh, wow, that was shocking. Okay. So here it is in like a drapier fabric. There appears to be side seam pockets and maxi length. Wow. I mean, look at how cute that is. Why don't you like this? Maybe she's just trying to like serve face. Yeah, okay. So the back, I figured there was a big, big, big bow. And then there's probably some kind of zipper through here. And that's how you get into it. Zip it up and then tie it off at the neckline. So cute. Here's the back of the more gown type, and you can tell like just how much drapier this fabric is. Cute. So yeah, there's definitely only one seam through here, and then the rest is just the volume of that hem is really just created by the fabric, which you can tell by the two different versions. This is why I love whenever they make two different versions, because you can really see fabrication, you can see the difference in the lengths and kind of what that does, and it's just two different looks. It's two different, completely different looks. I might even argue that like two different people are wearing these looks. This is not the same style. This person doesn't have the same style as this person does. This is cute, super cute. Easy, it says. which, yeah, I imagine that. Even if you're not great at sewing sleeves, this is going to hide a multitude of sins, being able to gather the sleeve cap like this. All right, very loose fitting, lined pullover dress, stand-up collar, extending into ties in the back, slit opening at the neck, side seam pockets, balloon sleeves with stay. So there's not even a zipper. This is a like a keyhole opening. So there you go, even easier. Crepe back satin, which I think is what they used a silk twill for sure for the florally one. The solid one that, yeah, rayon, challis, or georgette. But the more, obviously the less drape your fabric has, the more volume the hem will have. And then, yeah, just one hook and bar, no zipper. Sizes are 8 to 16 and 16 to 24. So I am a 14 in the bust and then like a 22 in the hip. But for this one, I would just get the smaller size because that skirt is so voluminous. Look at all this fabric that you need. Yeah, for the long version, 5 yards. For the short version, more than 3 yards. So, yeah, look at the lower edge width. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool, cute. All right, now we've got, I think this is like a little cocoon dress, right? I think these things are sewn together with this like contrast detail, and then the draping happens like in the back. Here, maybe we can get a good, oh, actually the draping happens on the sides. You have a little pleat in the back so for range of movement so you can walk, a little keyhole, hook and eye. I can't tell if this is an overlay or if these two things are sewn together. Tom and Linda Platt, okay. Still can't tell if they're sewn together or not. Oh, we've already been through that. Let's see what it says. Oversized color block dress with bat wing sleeves. Back neck opening with hook and eye closure. Yeah, okay, so they are sewn together. That's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know about a pear-shaped gal with all this extra volume. I think I would just look like, like if you put a pear into a brown paper bag and how it would just be like straight up and down at that point. Are you getting the visual? Oh gosh. Okay, crepe back satin, ponte knit, rayon challis, 1 hook and eye, and 2 snaps. Wonder what the snaps are for. I wonder what the snaps are for. Can y'all think what the snaps would be for? The hook and eye goes here. Where do the snaps go? Huh, no idea. Okay, all the sizes are in one. It's alphanumeric. And then there's your fabric requirements. Cute little dress. Not for me, but cute. Classy, you know? Classy little dress. All right, here is the next dress. Wow, I'm getting Halloween vibes from this one. Again with the stand collar. So again, we're going to have like a bow or some kind of detail in the back here. Center front seam, possibly some darting or something happening. Drop shoulder with a sleeve and a cuff. And then look at this gathered skirt, tightly gathered skirt. I like to see that. And then midi length. Here's the back. So the back, wait, is that a grown-on collar? I don't think it's a separate pattern piece. I think that it's shaped like that, which is kind of cool. Center back zip. You can really see the volume of the sleeve in the back. Guy LaRoche. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Cool. Okay, so it is a grown-on collar and has these little darts in the front. Here's the French darts for the bust. And then you can see the volume of the sleeves here. And look at all these gathers. This is going to take a lot of fabric. It also has side seam pockets and the sleeve does not have a placket, which I don't love this little cheater sleeve that they do. I wish they all had instructions for like the real deal. But I guess some fabrics, you know, these lighter weight ones, maybe this little keyhole is better, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're very covered up. I mean, from the middle of your neck all the way down. Um, but the tailoring, like design features of it are really cool and interesting. All right, close fitting knit dress with raised neckline, gathered skirt, side seam pockets, inside grosgrain waist stay. That's a very professional couture detail. Grosgrain waist stay is basically like a ribbon that is sewn around the like the waist seam where the gathers are, and that hooks to your body separately from the dress. Like it's sewn. Sometimes it's just tacked around the waist seam and then hooks in your back, and that is what holds the dress to your body. You zip it up, and then the waist stay holds everything in place. It's a really great detail. Okay, let's look at where's they didn't put the line drawings here. Okay. Four-way stretch knits, 75% stretch on the cross grain. So pretty stretchy. That's going to be your like ITY knits. Fabric requirement allows for nap, one-way design, or shading. So if you wanted to do stripes or ombre or velvet, any of that, the fabric requirements are accounting for all the pattern pieces going in one direction. Okay. One invisible zipper, a couple of buttons, and then your grosgrain ribbon. 2 hooks and eyes. Those are for the waist stay. 8 to 16 and 16 to 24 on your sizing there. Yeah, and a ton of fabric, I figured. Okay. Next up, this one's caught my eye just from the little thumbnail. Wow, okay, very interesting. This is a Nicola Fanetti. Do we see a lot of her stuff? I don't remember. I gotta see the logo. So this is like a wide neckline, princess seam with this little bow detail, barely holding the front together. Then you've got your sleeve, your close-fitting sleeve, and then this huge like lantern balloon detail that's gathered into a cuff. Then it goes into a center front seam. We still have princess seams on the skirt. You can see some kind of lining here. And then all this goes down into a very wide, what is that, 3-inch hem? So kind of like a mermaid you know, where it's close fitting all through here and then flares out at the very bottom. And the flares in the bottom are built into these side seams, princess seams, center front seam. Here's the, whoa, here's the back. Look at the sleeves. They're like tucked up. What is that called? Bustled? From like a wedding dress? Center back, invisible zipper. All right. Oh, and also a kind of like scoopy hem in the back. Wow. That is, it's quite a design, right? There's a lot going on here. The line drawing is really sweet. It doesn't translate to the actual made garment, but I mean, are people thinking of this for their weddings? A little dart here. Where else would you wear this? If it isn't for like a wedding, maybe because the mock-up was made in white. That's kind of all I can see. I'm trying to picture it in like black or some kind of like holiday red. Yeah, holidays. Okay, sure. Now, I assume all of these designs were designed and approved, I mean, before we ever even knew what coronavirus was. So, back when people like, you know, hung out with each other and, you know, had special occasions to go to. Close fitting, plunging neckline, self-line bodice, partial lining on skirt, balloon sleeves ending on cuffs, invisible back zipper. Okay. Veil, crepe, sateen, interfacing, nylon, fusible interfacing, and then lining fabric. So I guess the fusible is put into this bodice to help keep it, you know, on your shoulder and, you know, not showing anything, I think. That would be a guess. 6 to 14 and then 16 to 24 on the sizing. A ton of fabric. A ton. So if I'm making a holiday dress this year and I'm spending 5 yards worth of fabric on it, it's not going to be this one. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now I think we're getting into a little bit more of the everyday dresses. There's only a couple of them. So this is a notch collar, princess seam, couple of seams up here at the shoulder. Princess seam. This one has 2 princess seams maybe? This sleeve with this really, really cool, it's almost like sleeve capes, arm capes. You know what I mean? I kind of dig that. And then there is not a waist seam, maybe? Or it might just be like a fit and flare. Oh, here we'll get to see the design, the style lines. Oh, so these dresses, this design, where it's all these little skinny things that turn into bigger, like skinny, what are they called? Skinny, my brain's not working. Skinny, like, I don't want to say straps, but skinny pieces, and then they get wider at the bottom. That was terrible. This, what I'm trying to say is this kind of design is very flattering on all body types. Maybe not apples, but if you're a pear or if you are a, like more of a, what do they call it? I think they call it boy shape. I don't like that. You know, where you're just kind of athletic. Do they call it that? Where you're just kind of straight up and down. And then obviously hourglass. This is stunning on an hourglass figure. But this is, I have a dress that is like this that I bought. And I love it. It's one of the few ready-to-wear dresses I've held on to because it is so flattering. the way that all of this is contoured, and it's just really pretty. Okay, so it looks like we have also two lengths. Here's the back. The sleeve is pretty, well, I guess because it's a cape, an arm cape, it is pretty wide in the back. Invisible zip. Two links on the sleeves, too. I mean, look at her figure in this. Come on, give me a break. That is like wham, bam, boom, everything. And, models are not known for having very curvy bodies. So the fact that they were able to create a curve on her is, I mean, that just really shows the design of the garment. I like this. I would get this and make this in a heartbeat. I might even do it like in a solid. I'm not sure that I love the Glen plaid. But I'm more keen to the shorter version on the sleeve and the skirt. Maybe in like a red or some kind of like really deep jewel tone, I think would be stunning for the fall. Okay, love it. Close fitting through bust, princess seams, three-piece sleeves, narrow hems, length variations, and invisible back zipper. Let's check out the yardage. Crepe, jacquard, ponte knit. I mean, okay, sure, but also like cotton sateen would be great. I'm trying to think of other ones. Did they? Yeah, they said crepe already. Even a crepe back satin would be nice. You could do it in not like 100% cottons. I don't think that would go well. But yeah, like a lightweight cotton sateen for sure. And then you only need a zipper for your notions, so that's nice. 8 to 16 and 16 to 24 on the sizing. And then, yeah, you need a lot of fabric. I mean, you have all those long, skinny strips. Strips! Is that the word I was thinking? Oh my gosh. I think I was trying to think of the word strips and I was thinking of straps. Oh gosh. Okay. You guys are probably definitely screaming at your computer screens with this video. Okay. Now we have a lot of patterns. This is brocade, a beautiful brocade, and look at that skirt detail. So the top is pretty basic, right? You've got your center front, V neckline, and bust darts. These are a little too tall for her. Hers should end probably around here. Beautiful arm opening. No cause for concern there. And then it's a circle skirt with this like very interesting just shaped little cutout. It's not a slit. It's its own thing. Very interesting. I mean, this is the perfect outfit. Am I right? That's perfect. Perfection. Again, the darts are too tall, so be leery of that. They need to come down at least an inch, maybe more. How cute is this? I need this. I need this. And even, I don't love like midi lengths, and I kind of thought knee-high boots were done, but this is a super cute outfit. Super, super cute. Okay, here's the back. The back has, I mean, a beautiful fit on her, first of all. You have all this, you can just tell, like, it's drafted well through the arm. So invisible zipper in the back. Then you just have these little darts here. And then center back seam for the skirt, and that's it. Now, did they cut this whole thing on the bias intentionally? Like, is that how it's designed? Because that would be bomb. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Great. So excited. Okay, close fitting. Yep, bias cut bodice and sleeves. Asymmetrical skirt with front cut away hem detail. Wrong side will show. Invisible back zipper. Custom fit for different cup sizes. But again, check the length of that dart. Wool blends, jacquard, crepe, and then lining fabric. I think only the bodice is lined. Invisible zipper, 8 to 16, 16 to 24 on the sizing. Dang, you need a lot of fabric for this one too, but I love it, so it's worth it. Time to go shopping for some clearance fabrics. It's great. I love it so much. That is such a cute outfit. Okay. All right, now we're getting into pants, I think. This is a skirt and pants. Eek. All right. Low waist that is drooping for some reason. A square pocket, which is actually kind of cool. I think these are just too big for her. They have this princess seam detail, and then look at this. All these darts on the hem. Oh, and then here's this. I don't see how these two things are related, but okay. I do like the little asymmetrical detail cut on the bias again. This is kind of cool how it's like notched out like that. Yeah, these are just way too big on her. But elastic back. Marcy Tilton. Kind of tame for a Marcy Tilton, am I right? The only thing is this like squared pocket and these things. Okay. Again, I don't see how these two are in the same pattern, but okay. I feel like we had another example of this not too long ago where I was like, how do these two things, how are they in the same pattern? With a Marcy Tilton. All right, bias cut, knit skirt, asymmetrical hem, elastic waist, can be worn front to back. What does that mean? Can be worn front to back. Can be worn, I don't know what that means. That means you can wear it backwards? Cropped pants with side front pockets, flat front, darts at hem. Okay. Moderate stretch knits, 35% cross grain, so Ponte for sure. ITY, I don't know. I think those are pretty stretchy. And then double knit. Also for B, which is the pant, stretch wovens, denim, linen, and crepe. All right, and then you just need some elastic. And here's your fabric requirements. Okay. Here's our next pant. Wow, look at this detail. Okay, so we've got a flat front, invisible zipper on the side, angled pockets, right? But look at this. then all of this comes down and is pulled in to this little like box pleat at the ankle, or I guess at the shin. Is that cool? I think it's cool. Are we going to get a lot of pictures? Yeah, I wonder how sloppy this ends up looking. This leg looks cool. Rachel Comey, that makes sense. I think they're cool. Are they for me? Probably not. We really didn't get a lot of pictures at all. Yeah, I don't know. I can't decide. I don't think I am cool enough for this. They're kind of they are artsy also. And I don't think I'm very artsy. I think I'm more of a tailored, straight line, modern kind of girl. Okay, fitted crop pants with side front pockets, side pleat, hemline detail, and visible side seam zipper. Okay. Linen blends, crepes, and satines. A little zipper and some bias tape. Less than 2 yards-ish. They're cool. I don't know that I'm cool. Okay. Next up, we've got, I think this is a little set, or maybe a jumpsuit. Yeah, jumpsuit and belt. I don't know about this one. We've seen a lot of great jumpsuits from the Big Four. This might not be one of them. This is a little space suity for me. But you've got a center front zipper into a collar. That I actually love. And that feels new and different. You've also got this pocket detail. I think it's a patch pocket. Some kind of dart happening here. Then you've got your sleeve that I think is just one piece. I'm assuming there's a waist seam, another patch pocket, and then you've got your flared, cropped leg. Maybe that's what it is. The length of the pant is throwing me off. And the length of the sleeve. Again, I know that this is just a fit model. They don't always fit them perfectly, but this could be a little bit longer, and this either needs to be more intentionally cropped or longer. It is very retro though, right? Yeah, I mean, even the length on her is better, but not ideal. Also very close fitting through the hip, so I don't know about that for me, but you can see here they did these little zipper pockets. That's cool. And then there's your belt that actually operates like a belt, which is nice. No belt carriers, though. I don't like that. Let's see the back, I'm afraid. Okay, not that bad. You have a yoke, and then I don't see any darts in the back. There are some right here, though. This little crotch is very short on her, giving her a little mini wedgie. Look how tight this is. Oh, center back seam. Okay. Yeah, that's just a little, that's too close fitting for me. I don't need everyone to see that on me. Here are line drawings. Come on, Vogue, where are the belt carriers? Give me a break. Not hard to add, but it's just like one more thing that I have to like try and think about. Okay. Close fitting jumpsuit. Yeah, I'd say. With front zipper, patch pockets with zipper detail, flared legs, self belt, sleeve variations. All right. Some fun details there. Stretch wovens, medium weight denim, and Ponte knit. Medium weight stretch denim, you mean? Yeah, in order for it to be that close fitting and for you to be able to like sit down, the fabric has to have stretch to it. Now, a Ponte knit, that is very intriguing, but still, I don't want anything that close fitting on my bum, no matter what. Personally, obviously. Okay, 20-inch zipper, 4 7-inch zippers for those little zipper pockets, which were really cute. You know what? The waist up on this, I actually really like all of it. So maybe I could take the top of this one and pair it with a more wide leg pant and find a happy marriage there. Because I do really like the aesthetic of the top. And the self belt. I really like that too. Okay, and then you've got your belt buckle and you've got your 5 eyelets in order to make the belt. 8 to 16 and then 16 to 24. And then here's your fabric requirements. Yeah, I think in a medium weight, that's right, medium weight stretch denim with a wider leg pant, I think would be really, really cute too. Just scrap this whole thing, but keep all this. And you can still add your patch pockets. This is nothing like special to this pant pattern. Just check your rise and make sure that your pants go all the way up to the waist and you're good. All right, we've got 3 little tops. I say little, but they've got a lot of detail. So this one is fitted bias cut blouse, has asymmetrical front extending into a scarf. Stitched hems, hidden inside snap at neck, extended shoulders. So there you go. I can't make heads or tails of what is what goes where, how you get into this thing. I don't know any of those things. This is cool looking. I think that okay, if I had to guess, I would say that this is all loose. And the pattern piece is going to look like this. Come around like that. And then you just loop it around your neck. And you've got like a cool little scarf detail. It's actually kind of fun. There's the back. I don't know what I think about all of these extended shoulders. And look at this one. That's unhappy. So yeah, I'd be checking those. And yeah, you can see where the scarf kind of goes over here. Are they going to show it to us without the scarf? Oh, so you can do the collar or no collar. Okay. They also got a much better sleeve on this one. But I like the length of this one better. Maybe it's the fabrication. Yeah, it's kind of really cool. Again, this connects to this piece. And this whole thing overlaps and then swings around your neck. Nice. Fun and different, right? And depending on your fabric, bias cut blouse. Yeah, depending on your fabric, you could silk crepe, lightweight jersey, and rayon challis. I'm picturing it in a knit, personally. In an ITY knit, actually. I think that that's what they used here. But I don't know. They don't ever say. 8 to 16 and 16 to 24. I'm surprised to see that sizing. I thought it would maybe be alphanumeric, but it's not. You kind of need a lot of fabric for that little scarfy thing. But it's still cool. You know, if you wore it with like jeans more so than just these slacks that they have on. I don't know. I think you could modernize it a little bit. Maybe it is a little old school. The styling with the hair doesn't help. All right, here's this one. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Very loose fitting pullover top with biased cut cowl neckline, set in sleeves, ending in cuffs with pleat opening. Does no one want to talk about this thing? Okay, so it's basically like a 1980s shirt with the like bandana scarf, but it's all sewn together. Or there's a lot going on. Are they going to show it to us in a solid, please? Okay. Well, I'd hoped that that would be better. Oh, man. But it's not. Look at this. Oh, wait. She's missing the little awning. The little arm awning. Oh, gosh. Why? Oh, so over here, it's like up on the shoulder. And over here, it's like asymmetrical, kind of. I want to like it, but it's gonna be a no for me, dog. Yeah. It's like a combination of this and then with the belt and the bag and the hair, even the makeup. I'm like, this girl's probably in her 20s. Yeah, she's very unhappy. She's like, can I please be done with this now? And it's not asymmetrical. It's just falling off of her because it's so big and boxy. Guys, wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is not even artsy to me. This is just kind of bonkers. Okay. Cotton shirting, crepeback satin, and linen blends. Okay. 4 buttons. I think that's for the sleeve. 8 to 16 and then 16 to 24 on the sizing. I mean, there are a lot better ways to spend up your fabric yardage. Heck, even that really weird wedding dress would be better than this. I thought maybe they were going to show it to us without the sleeve, like this little sleeve awning, but without the sleeve. And maybe that would redeem it a little bit. But it's not. It's just weird. Kind of like space. You know, can't you see like the captain of like a space army from Mars? That's the vibe I'm getting. Mars space captain. Okay. Now we've got another, and you guys know I love a ruffle and a frill and a peplum. It's just too much. So much. Okay, you've got a mandarin collar is what they call this, with a little button. You've got a flounce that goes all down the center front. I think this is a button, a hidden button placket under here. Then you've also got a peplum with multiple layers, a full sleeve into a cuff. Okay, here it is without a sleeve. Slightly better. Maybe if this were in a dress and this whole thing were extended into a, maybe. I don't hate this center front ruffle. I just don't like all the elements together. Yeah, no. The little peplum thingies. Are there 3 different layers to the peplum now? Or is this a, I don't know. Right, if it were a full-length dress, not full-length, but like a knee-length dress, that'd be better, right? This is also really long-waisted. This is a little bit low on her. She's looking at her like, you got the ugly one. I want to like it. I like this one better. And I'd also make it into a dress. And I'd figure something out about this. I don't love that either. Okay. Close fitting peplum top with fly front? No. Flounce and peplum are narrow hemmed. Yes, wrong side will show. Purchased armhole facings, aka bias tape. Okay. Poplin, cotton shirting, silk taffeta. All right. 8 buttons, bias tape, and then you need a couple extra buttons for the cuff on the long sleeve version. And then here's your fabric requirements. Okay, well, that's the end. What do we think? Honestly, there's only like 1, 2, 3 patterns I would seriously consider buying. Oh, maybe 4. And then the one with the skirt, was that this one? So that's 5. This collection feels very polarizing to me. It feels very like some patterns I love and then some patterns I don't like at all. There really was no middle ground. I mean, there was a little bit, but like this would be a middle ground, like okay. This isn't okay for me. But a lot of them were like hard passes too, which that's rare for me. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It feels very over designed, right? It feels like every single pattern had something wild and crazy and weird going on with it, whether it was contrast or trim or, all so many like design details. But I guess if there are 5 patterns I would seriously buy, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? Okay, so yeah, I think those are my thoughts on Vogue Fall 2020. Weird. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Even if you don't agree with me, let me know. I love to hear everybody's opinions on these, and that's the beauty of fashion, right? Is that everyone can have a different style and have different appreciation for different details or lack of details. So yeah, let me know what you think. But that is going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!